Hi, I'm Stephen Boyle. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's about 5:30 here in New England. Well, there is a hazardous weather outlook today for most of Massachusetts, uh, most of Connecticut, all of Rhode Island, and portions of southwestern New Hampshire because of the potential of some fog tonight that could potentially be a little bit on the dense side, especially as you're working your way towards the coast. Could be a little bit more on the dense side, but everywhere has a chance of fog tonight, so bear that in mind as, of course, there could be some pretty nasty conditions tonight, and actually all the way through Tuesday we have that potential chance, so keep that in mind as you're heading out between now and Tuesday morning. Other than that, nothing much is going on. We have generally some clear conditions in our forecast, so taking a check here. This is, actually, let me update this. Okay, so today we're going to see temperatures that should be rising up into, well, they probably already rose up into the upper 50s to around 60 degrees, maybe even lower 60s. You can see the, real, the real heat is, and warmth is really back out through New Jersey and going into Pennsylvania, areas like this. But look at portions of Vermont, though. I mean, that's still pretty impressive warmth. I mean, everyone would think that, up there would be pretty cool, but believe it or not, it's actually one of the warm spots, particularly here in New England. So that's today. Coming on in through tonight, temperatures should be dropping back into the 40s, upper 30s, lower 40s. Once you work your way north, it should be into the lower 30s, particularly up towards northern Maine. Going through time, you can see temperatures should be rising into the upper 60s to around 70 tomorrow. Upper 50s into up into northern Maine, along the Cape and the islands, upper 40s. Temperatures tomorrow night should be dropping back into the 40s and 50s, even into a few locations. Way northern Maine, yet again, more 30s. And of course, that's the general trend through much of the week. You can see mid-70s for a Monday. We'll say low to mid-70s. Along the coast, it'll be a little cooler. Temperatures, like I said, will continue to go into. Will be pretty. We'll be on the rise here through much of the week. You can see lows Monday night, upper 40s to around 50 degrees. You can see Tuesday things really get warm and toasty around here with temperatures into the mid to upper 70s, close to 80 degrees. Through the week, really the core of the heat will be generally through this region that I'm shading here. Because this is really where the influence of the flow from the area of high pressure that we're seeing will be the strongest. Actually, it should kind of come down like this, but but yeah, this is really where things will get really warm and really get cranked up here. Once you work your way towards the coast and up into Maine, things get a little less, but even still for them, I mean, mid 60s is almost summer warmth for them. It's almost like us getting into the low to mid 70s. That's because their summertime warmth is into the mid to upper 70s. That's like height of summer warmth. This is, almost summer warmth for us when we have mid to upper 70s. When they get into the mid to upper 60s, that's practically almost summer warmth for Maine, particularly central and northern Maine. So, just bear that in mind. But again, the Cape Cod and the islands will be the coolest part of New England, where we will have low to mid 50s through this period. That's Tuesday. Tuesday night, temperatures drop back into the 40s and even some 50s around, maybe even some mid 50s around Tuesday night. Wednesday will really be the core of the heat, where we see almost 80 degrees into some sections of the of New England. Things on Wednesday night if you look fairly closely here, particularly I would say into this region right in here, temperature, that's I think the Worcester region. Yeah, that's the Worcester region. Temperatures will only be dropping back into almost the upper 50s into some regions. I mean, if you look at right here, I know my arrow is a little big, but it's this region right in here that you can see it's a little brighter. You can see almost the yellows there. That's temperatures into the upper 50s to around 60 degrees. You can even see Boston. Their low will be around 58. And then, of course, things start to neutralize by Thursday, where we see low to mid 70s. Thursday night temperatures should be dropping back yet again into the 50s to, give or take a few degrees. And then, of course, you can see by Friday, temperatures will be starting to cool down as a front is going to start approaching us. You can see temperatures on Friday into the 60s to around 70 degrees. So, and you can see up north, you can see things really start to drop back into the 50s and lower 60s. So things will start to kind of neutralize by Friday. So that's, of course, what's going on for the week. But let me show you the models here. As, of course, things will get fairly interesting next weekend and going through the end of the month here. This is what's going on. You can see that area of high pressure is really going to be strengthening, giving us that warm air. You can see that when you get a high really off the coast of New England, that really causes some very warm conditions. Now, this is by next Saturday. Next Saturday will be, we'll say next weekend, a week from now. Looks like a front will start to develop. And this front will be strong. We're talking winter cold here. We're talking springtime warmth in here. And when these two things combine together, it makes way for some very nasty conditions. You can see the flow right from the Gulf. Okay, and then this is cold air flow from Canada. When those two things combine, it makes way for some pretty dangerous conditions. Why is that? Because, well, when you see the warm and the cold combining like that, and they just battle each other out, you can kind of see this is the precipitation map. You can see that there will be some concerns of potential thunderstorms through this region. Maybe some of them being on the strong to severe side. We'll kind of get more information on that a little later on this week. Also, as this, so that front will start coming down, and it's almost like an Arctic cold front because temperatures behind it will be actually cool enough for snow because that 540 line will be crashing through our region. And what does that essentially mean? Well, it's actually the freezing line. The 540 line is the freezing line. If you live above that line, you'll see snow. If you live below that line, it's rain. So yeah, that's pretty chilly stuff if you ask me. And that 540 line will be practically staying around New England for much of the week. And then things, as we head towards the end of this period, start migrating back north with maybe another high developing. We'll have to see. Those types of things, these really exact specifics on this will have to be kind of ironed out towards next week as we work our way throughout much of next week. The answers will really be coming through here, and how Father Winter wants to, how much Father Winter wants to punish us, and all of these other things will really be answered, like I said, next week. So just make sure you stay tuned. But as of right now, that's what's going on. Enjoy the rest of your St. Patrick's Day, everybody, and I'll be back tomorrow with another update. Thank you for listening, and have a great rest of your evening.